Hi guys, we're back with another episode of Kyle Smokes. On today's episode, we're going to do dry rub party wings. Now, the inspiration for this episode was from these dry rub wings that my wife and I had on our honeymoon. Yeah, you saw, if you're following the Instagram page, you saw that we got married last week. So I'm super excited to do these wings today, try to copycat the wings that we had at this resort. So when I asked this guy, I was like, hey, what's on these? And I rattled off what I thought could be on there. And he's like, yeah, that's exactly what it was. So it was sugar, paprika, and barbecue rub, and salt, obviously. And barbecue rub was just kind of a blanket statement to me. So I did a little bit of more research and tried to disseminate what type of barbecue rub these wings had. And the conclusion that I came with today that's in here is paprika, oregano, garlic powder, onion powder, and salt. So we're going to get these on the wings, let them sit for 30 minutes, and then we're going to throw them on the smoker on smoke boost for about an hour, maybe 30 minutes to an hour, and then we're going to cook them fully. So let's get started. So now I have my wings. I got party wings from Stater Brothers. Stater Brothers, once again, if you're watching this, please sponsor me. I got 2 pounds. We're gonna just fillet this bag open, and we're just gonna generously coat these wings on either side, and just make sure they're evenly coated. Line them up. Yeah. So last week we got married. Super fun. We went to San Diego. We went to the zoo. We went to the USS Midway. I would have been wearing my koala hat, bucket hat, if cowboy hat was not my branding of my YouTube channel. But time being, let's get to seasoning these wings. A little bit of pinch on each of these. Now, my last experience with these wings from that resort were super salty because I think the last cook, because my wife and I love these wings so much that I was like, you know what? We're just gonna get 4 boxes for the night before we left. And turns out they were not made by the same person. It was super sad. I spent so much money on those stupid wings. So today I was like, you know what? We're gonna recreate those, because I had some inspiration for some other ideas along the lines yesterday when I was hanging out with my family. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Little fun fact, if anyone knows, tell me the answer in the comments. How long is the USS Midway lengthwise in feet? If you do, in the first 5 people, well, the first person that comments the correct answer, they're gonna get a Kyle Smokes shirt for free. So put your answers down in the comments below. Oh, I completely forgot, guys. The merch is here. Let me do a pause of seasoning and check it out. They're gonna be in the link in the bio of my Instagram. Hit me up, DM me for what shirt size you want, and we're we're going to be placing an order soon. So check it out. All right, we got the one side seasoned. I don't want to coat these too much and then be super salty or something like that last disastrous attempt. All right, flip that one. Ha! Wasn't paying attention, Kyle. So hopefully these are going to be good. If not, one more thing to go back to the drawing board on. It's A-okay. Yeah, you know what? Let's season this one a little bit more. All right, now we have it started up. It's going to take about 20 minutes. I should have done that before I set up my lights, and so that we can just roll on with our video. But one thing I want to touch on with pellets, I had bought like 4 bags of pellets before I bought this grill or smoker, whatever you want to call it, and you know, just as a hey, come on, Kyle, like let's get this thing going type deal. You know, I just wanted to do that. And the pellet usage, I was kind of monitoring the usage of pellets and how the pellet quality. I did get these pellets marked down from work, at it from a different store, but anyways, everyone's been loving the beef jerky with the, I want to say it's mesquite pellets. I'm not entirely sure. I forgot. But the beef jerky is coming. I marinated a batch today. So beef jerky is coming soon. Guys, hit me up once more for shirts, merch, and jerky. We're gonna get going. Come back to me when this comes up to temperature. We got these wings. They've been seasoning. Yeah, they've been marinating for the last 30 minutes or so, and let's get these on. All right. So these guys are gonna go on here for 30 minutes to an hour, and then we're gonna bump up the temperature. I've never done this before, so let's figure it out together, you know? That's the whole point of Kyle Smokes. It's a channel on learning how to smoke meat. And, you know, why not? Let's figure it out. Just as a reminder, the person who comments the correct length of the USS Midway in the comments below will automatically get a free shirt when we do the next drop shipment of shirts. So stay tuned. Come back to me in 45 minutes to an hour later. I just want to come on here and see what you guys want me to recommend for the next video. Also, another thing, I also do want to talk about the features of this grill, because this grill, even though it's called a grill, a smoker, whatever you want to call it, it can go from 180 degrees to 600 degrees. And with that being said, there's a lot of wiggle room that we can play with. And I didn't want to let the cat out of the bag too soon, but I do have different attachments to make this grill to the ultimate grilling machine. With that being said, I do want to talk about that right now. With this grill, you can do a rotisserie attachment. So it has 2 rotisserie spits. We can do that's rated up to 20 pounds. You can add like a skewer attachment. I was going to do that, but I don't want it. I'm not really into skewers like kebabs and stuff. But hey, if you guys want it, I'll do it. I'll start doing that type of content as well. Another thing that is on there is a griddle attachment. I've been seeing some Weber sponsored creator sponsored content of like these breakfast burrito deals, which sound really cool and amazing. I'm not sure if I wouldn't say at that caliber yet, but have enough time on my hands to do that with working full time and making videos and making jerky, because jerky takes a long time. It takes like 4 hours per cook, and the marination of it, and everyone wants the jerky. All my family wants the jerky. All my wife's family wants the jerky. And there's so much jerky that's gonna have to be made. With that being said, we have about I set the timer for an hour. I walked away about 10 minutes before I actually set the timer, so there should be about 30 minutes on the smoke boost setting right now. And yeah, so I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes and then we'll switch off smoke boost and change it to a higher temperature. But let's check it out. All right, I know you're not supposed to open the lid until you're done fully cooking, but let's check these out. Okay, everyone can see that. There is still a lot of space on this. I did throw 2 pounds on. These look really nice. Should we even bother flipping them? Yeah, I'm gonna flip them. Let's do another couple minutes on smoke boost. Come back to me. We have about 15 minutes left on our timer. I did bump up the temperature via a wireless app, the Weber app, to 425 degrees from 180 degrees about 15 minutes ago. The temperature has been slowly increasing. All right, guys. Got my handy dandy thermometer. One more thing. I did get a really nice wooden cutting board set from my wife for my birthday last week. Oh, these look wonderful. Let's get a close-up shot of this guy. Look at that. Wow. Oh, these look so good, guys. Let me pull out. Can everyone still see me? Yes, you can. All right. Now, internal temperature that we want on these no, we're okay. I forgot what chicken wings are supposed to be temperature-wise. So, oh, guys, this. These look so good. They appear to be crispy on one side, yet soft on the other. Let's get a temperature read. 150, 167, 172. Yeah, these guys are done. All right. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Smoking thermometer. All right. Let's start the shutdown process on this searwood. Super easy. All you have to do is just go select your on the dial, shut down, and it's going to commence. And it's going to commence a shutdown cycle of, I believe it's 12 minutes, depending on what the temperature was. It will do that. So, almost lost my hat and my mic. That one would have been good. All right, let's get these inside. All right, we're back. We got these honeymoon wings. Really, just first glance, looking at these are amazing looking. But let's get a taste test. Can I get a taste tester, Poppy? You want to come check these out? All right. Okay. Well, this is Poppy. You've seen him in many other videos, but you get a pick.
Okay. Well, I'll just do a small one here. I love this part of the wing. That is really good.
All right.
Very good.
I think I nailed it. This is exactly how those wings are on my honeymoon. Oh my gosh. These are nailed. Easy.
It's kind of subtle. It's not.
No.
There's no heat to it at all.
And that's what was so crazy about this. That we loved that it was subtle and just had a little bit of a wow, what kind of spice is that type deal. So I think I did a pretty darn good recreate of these wings. Smoke wise, you get a little bit of a smokiness. Now their wings were made, I think, in a fryer, so they had a little bit of a crunch, more crunch to them. But I tried to recreate that with the higher heat content.
Not too much smoke on it though.
No, maybe less than an hour.
Just enough.
These are really good. And my wife knows that I don't like wings that have bones. So I would clean the bones off of these completely. So everyone knows that this is a good one. See you on the next one. Oh, and don't forget that there's that one question about how long is the USS Midway. And if anyone, the first person in the comment, down in the comments, gets that question right, they're getting a free shirt. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching Kyle Smokes.